So it's worth, and maybe we can talk about this next, trying to get more people in, doing some marketing stuff to get more people in, because the return on your investment is going to be much higher the more people that you bring in, right? And then it's crucial, and going back to what we were just talking about, it's crucial that you keep them, right? It doesn't do you any good to bring new customers in and then not run a tight ship, not have a good operation, not serve your customers well, and watch them end up leaving to go to a different laundromat or whatever, right? It's crucial that you keep them because they're so valuable at that point.
Right. Well, you've spent a fair amount of money to get them there. Mm-hmm. Now the goal is to keep them there. I mean, even in the marketing program or the customer appreciation to capture new clients in your neighborhood, one is most people move. Used to be about every 6 months. Now it's about every year. But they move in and out of these apartment complexes. And the ones that are in there aren't necessarily going to use the facilities that are in the building, but they're going to seek facilities elsewhere. And if you're marketing and you're doing a regular marketing program, you're going to capture those people that come in that are new renters. And that's one way to ensure or buffer yourself against, I'm going to get it. So at least once every 6 months, you're going to go back out in the same market area and you're going to hit it with flyers. You're going to hit it with specials. And you're going to say, come in for a customer appreciation day or free soap on Tuesdays or whatever the program that you want to institute to get people to come into your laundromat. You're going to get it, and you're going to do it at least every 6 months because that's the new cycle of people coming in and out of a laundromat. And then you're going to take care of them by having a nice, clean, safe place for them to do laundry. That basis never changes. Clean, safe, well-lit, equipment that works, reasonably. It's not a lot. It's how we go about it that we complicate it sometimes, but it's not a lot of things to remember on how to keep your business and how to grow your business. Yeah, and I know there's some owners out here in Southern California that they're not even flinching when it comes to raising prices. They may have raised prices in December, and they've already had 2 price increases since December, simply because utilities and everything else is just shot through the roof. And some people agree with that philosophy and other people don't. I can't knock it. They're still making money. Remember, if you lose a couple of people, you're at a higher price. Number one, it allows you to have more people in your laundromat now that they've gone. Number two, the increase in price probably buffeted against you actually losing any actual dollars. And your revenue is the same. Your net income is the same because it costs you less utilities because the prices were higher to make that wash. And therefore, you're gaining more profit with less people. You now have more room to get more people in your laundromat, which is another equation that you need to look at. What's my glass ceiling? How many people can I actually fit in my laundromat at any peak time? And how close am I to being peak times? And the interesting thing about that is if you look at a lot of successful laundromats, you'd be surprised that they maybe are at a 50% usage ratio. That's high. Most laundromats are. I
was going to say, that seems really high for
what is.
laundromats. Yeah.
I kind of chuckle when someone says, yeah, my laundry does 4.5 turns a day. Okay. First of all, it's a mathematical improbability that each machine would be at 4.5 turns a day across the board. So that's a misnomer. But having said that, you look at it and you look at turns per day and you go, okay, well, this is what's going on in my laundry right now. And I'm going to try to figure out how to determine how many people I can have in my laundromat at peak hours and what's the right vent price for my business to make it more profitable. That's really the bottom line. And so you go about analyzing these matrices to figure out, geez, I'm only doing 4 turns a day, which means that I'm open 16 hours. I only have a 25% usage. And you're like, what are you doing for the other 75%? Well, we're creatures of habit. You may or may not have the density. There may be sufficient enough laundromats nearby you where the overflow is going over there. But bear this in mind. Every laundromat owner should be looking at their efficiency to see how busy are they really. So, I'm busy. I'm busy from 9 till 11 on Sunday, and then it kind of dies off a little bit. And then I'm really busy from 4 to 7. Okay, those are your busy times. But the earlier hours, the in-between hours, and the end hours, you're still only doing 4 turns a day, which is 25% usage. And, a business that's doing 25% usage can grow and grow and grow. We have to change the way people look at laundromats when they come into a laundromat and let them know that if it's super busy on Saturday between these hours, you might want to try these hours.
Yeah. Or incentivize them to come at different hours, right? And it kind of goes back to the card system conversation that you had earlier where, if you can give people perks for washing on a Wednesday as opposed to coming on the weekend, right? A lot of people are still going to come on the weekend, but some people are going to be like, hey,
yeah, let me go on the weekend. Let me go on Wednesday for a 25-cent deal. And remember, most of the free washes and free dry you give away, you're really only giving the cost of that unit. You're not giving the total cost of the purchase of that $4 wash or $1 dry. You're only giving away what the utilities would be on it because that's the usage on that.
Right. Which again is usually about 15 to 25%, 25 on the high end, hopefully.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's awesome.